Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. The voice is coming back. We have the favorite round of mine, at least, for this March Madness tournament coming up to you Saturday, March 23rd. These are my college basketball plays that we're going to break down the entire slate, get into all the games tipping off in today's contest. We're going to leave out the NIT. There's some avenues that we can go down, but this one's going to be specifically about the big dance. So make sure you guys all like, comment, and subscribe down below. I want to know what picks you guys are on. How's your brackets looking? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, we're going to be talking about yesterday's recap. Was able to be profitable. Almost really had a really nice day. We had a great day in the NBA as well. The game between the back door that we had go down within that huge discrepancy that we had, where I thought Western Kentucky was going to pull off the upset. I had a small money line sprinkle on them just because of the sheer fact that Western Kentucky was the 15 seed, and a 15 seed was yet to beat a 2 seed within the tournament. So that was exciting. It was looking good at halftime, looking promising, and then those odds started to shrink towards the end of the game as they started to pull away. And unfortunately, as we look into what happened, I thought that one was going to be as good as gold within covering, but we did not get that home. Okay, so Marquette ended up pulling away, winning by 18, and not covering that 15 points that we had in an official play. So that would have been it. That would have been a nice decision. That coupled with the NBA, we would have been pretty much in really good standing and had an outstanding day, made a lot of units. But let's get into today's picks, all right? And we're going to break down every single game within the tournament. And here we go as we look at the board from OddsJam. Guys, I do want to remind you that this is a must tool in your sports betting repertoire, in your tool belt. If you want to really get ahead of the books, you need to sign up for OddsJam. Links down below. Promo code is TBM for 35% off your first month, as well as off your annual plan if you elect to do so. As always, guys, I use OddsJam when I'm making every single bet from now on. It's like I said, an invaluable tool. It lets you find the best odds out there, as well as opening the door for arbitrage opportunities, as well as finding the best promos out there and positive EV bets in the market. Okay, but let's talk about it. And I apologize, I kind of sound like Robert Kennedy Jr. in this video, and my voice is recovering. So bear with me, but we got some bangers out there. And the first game on the card, we're gonna just breeze through, is Dayton at Arizona. A little bit of buyback on the Flyers. Okay, I would lean towards taking the 9.5 within Dayton. If you could have got a 10, that would have been probably the better avenue to go, but not an official play. Just giving you guys my leans on every game that's not an official play within the tournament. Okay. Next, we're going to go into the likes of Gonzaga, Kansas. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. All right. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm taking the Zags minus 3.5. I think they figured out what's going on. And I think that little hiccup that Kansas had against Samford is one that's going to be an eye-opener, but I think it's also going to be taxing. They're really going to miss McCullers against Gonzaga, and I think Gonzaga has the bigs to play with the Michigan transfer down on the block. So I'm going to be looking to take Gonzaga minus 3.5 if we can find it. There's minus 4s in the market. Also, on the money line, if you guys are looking to parlay, Gonzaga is an excellent dance partner, okay? Next, this is where we're going to get into Michigan State and North Carolina. This is my second official play. It's tough to bet against Izzo come March. One where it burnt me in the first round, but we look at what the game is between North Carolina and Michigan State. This is a fishy line, okay? In my opinion, it's a little too low. I would have North Carolina more like a minus 6 point favorite, minus 6.5. But we're seeing you could get Michigan State plus 4.5, or you can get North Carolina minus 3.5. So when it comes down to this, guys, this is going to be a money line play within North Carolina, and you're going to see a trend here where I'm going to look to parlay that with the likes of Gonzaga in our first two official plays. But I'm not opposed to taking 3.5s in both games. I'm just saying the money line is a very good opportunity if you're looking to just pick a winner straight up. I think also what we look in this is just a fishy line, okay? You're looking at a team where North Carolina should be the clear-cut huge favorite. Like I said, I have them at a 6.5, 7 point favorite. But when you talk about this game even further, what Michigan State's able to do, it's Izzo. I mean, does he have a miracle pulled up his sleeve? People fill out their brackets. They have Michigan going to the Elite Eight, Final Four, and they had a horrible season. Okay, so that's just the only hesitancy I have within this number is I think this sports books, the odds makers, have priced in a little bit of that Izzo. The line isn't moving, right? Michigan State should be a much larger number, but they're not. So that's the only hesitancy I have, but I'm still laying the 3.5 within North Carolina. Okay, so that'll be my second official play. Next, Washington State, right? Wazoo playing Iowa State. This is going to be one of the marquee games, I think, in my opinion, on the board. One where it's tipping off at 6 o'clock. A lot of people like both sides of this game. I think the number is firmly placed at 6.5. It's one where I can't really bet against Iowa State. I have them in a couple other bets going to the Final Four, but we're also going to look at Washington State. And there's a 60-1 out there that I know somebody has a futures on to win it all. So there's a lot of respect for both of these teams. I'm not willing to lay 6.5. I'd probably lean towards the total if I was going to get involved with this game, but for me, it's a no play. All right, next, Colorado playing Marquette. Marquette having a huge like I said, a huge kind of tester, if you will. Colorado, same thing against Florida, controversial ending. Florida was trying to sneak back late in that game. But when we look at the Colorado Marquette game, this is one where it's very juicy to take that Colorado plus 3.5. They will have the best player on the floor, but for me, it's a no play. I would, if I were to get involved, I would favor the plus 3.5, and it looks like that number is actually going to move to a 4. So be patient. I think you're going to see a lot of public money come in on Marquette, especially after some of the first round of games lose, and come 6:45, you might be able to get a 4 out there for the Buffaloes. Okay, so no official play there. All right, and then third, we're going to get into the third official play, Oakland, North Carolina State. This is a big one, all right? This is a big one where we look at North Carolina State. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid on them. I know they played a lot of games in a row. We saw what they were able to do, winning in the ACC tournament, outstanding performance last round in the first round. And this is where I think the cream rises to the top. Okay, North Carolina State's playing really good, anchored by good guard play. And the likes of Oakland, they kind of limped into the tournament. They're a little bit outmatched. I'm not going to be drinking the Cinderella story Kool-Aid out there. We're going to be taking North Carolina State -6 for my third official play. Okay, and then the last two games on the card, Texas, Tennessee, unbelievable game. This is going to be my favorite one that I'm going to be watching. You can look into the metrics with Rick Barnes. And, obviously he's playing against his former team, I believe. But this is one where, it looks to be one of those where it's just too hard to handicap. I have Tennessee going to the Final Four. I'm backing the Volunteers. I think this is one where they get hot. They can win this game by 15 points. Kind of where I'm at within this. But I just feel like there's a little bit too much going on behind the scenes, possibly. 8 o'clock, prime time. Don't really know what's going to pan out. So this will be only a watch game for me. I'm not going to be playing anything. I'm not going to get involved with the side or total. I would favor the over if I was going to get involved, but you got to be careful with these overs in March because they seem to move about 3-4 points throughout the intraday. So that'll be a no play. Also, Duquesne, Illinois, 10.5 for Duquesne is very juicy. That would be where I would lean in this contest. I think Illinois might be a little bit taxed. And Duquesne, if we want to get behind a Cinderella story, it would be towards Duquesne, but no official play. So those will be my 3 official plays, like I said. So we're going to be looking into the likes of Gonzaga, -4, -3.5 if you can find it. North Carolina, -3.5 out there in the market. And then my third official play will be taking North Carolina State -6. So that about wraps it up for my 3 official plays. Here's the recap if you guys want to see it towards the end. Like you guys always ask, I appreciate you guys. Good luck. Go cash some tickets. Make sure you all sign up for OddsJam. Links down below with my promo code TBM. Go make some money, cash some tickets, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Cheers.